Losing a spouse is one of the hardest things in life. The silence, the memories, the longing, it can feel overwhelming. But even in the pain, life is still calling you forward. You still have a purpose, joy to experience, and beautiful moments waiting for you. Today, I'll share powerful ways to heal, move forward, and live a fulfilling life up to 100, even after loss. But before we dive in, if you find strength and encouragement in this message, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more wisdom on living a purposeful and joyful life after 70. Now, let's begin. 1. Allow yourself to grieve, but set a recovery timeline. I know your heart is heavy. Losing a spouse, your lifelong companion, is a pain that words can never fully capture. It feels like a part of you has been taken away, leaving behind silence where laughter once lived. And it's okay to feel this way. Grief is a natural part of love, proof of how deeply you cared. But my dear friend, while grief is necessary, it is not meant to be a permanent home. You must allow yourself to feel the loss, to shed tears, to remember, but also, to decide when to start healing. Set a timeline for yourself, not to rush the process, but to remind yourself that life, your life, is still worth living. I want you to imagine a garden. When a storm comes, it may tear away some of the most beautiful flowers, leaving an empty space in the soil. But over time, if you tend to it, new flowers begin to bloom. Your heart is that garden. Right now, it may feel bare, but if you nurture it, if you give yourself permission to live again, it will bloom once more. Start small. Give yourself a set time each day to reflect, but don't let grief consume every moment. Create a simple ritual, maybe lighting a candle in the evening, looking through old photos, or whispering a prayer of gratitude for the love you shared. And then, when your heart feels ready, take one step forward. It could be as simple as sitting outside in the sun, calling an old friend, or going for a short walk. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to honor their memory by living well. You are still here, and that means your story is not over. There are still sunrises to witness, friendships to build, laughter to share. Give yourself a timeline, not to forget, but to slowly rediscover the beauty of life beyond the pain. Remember, my friend, your spouse would want to see you smiling again. They would want you to wake up with purpose, to embrace each new day, to live the life you both dreamed of. The love you shared will always be a part of you, but now, it is time to carry it forward, not as sorrow, but as strength. You are not alone. And your best years can still be ahead. 2. Talk about your feelings regularly. When you lose someone you've spent a lifetime with, it feels like a piece of you has been taken away. The silence in the house becomes louder, and the familiar presence beside you is suddenly gone. It's easy to want to keep everything bottled up, to act strong for the sake of others, or even to avoid talking about your feelings because you don't want to burden anyone. But the truth is, talking about what you're going through is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. There's a reason why we feel lighter after sharing our emotions with someone who listens. It's not about finding solutions or pretending things are okay. It's about releasing the weight of grief and allowing yourself to heal. When you speak about your feelings, you acknowledge your love, your pain, and the memories that shaped your life. And that, my dear friend, is a beautiful and necessary part of moving forward. You don't have to do it all at once. Start small. Call an old friend and talk about the moments you miss. Join a grief support group or even a senior gathering where people understand what you're going through. If you're not comfortable speaking to others right away, try writing in a journal. Put your emotions on paper and let them out instead of keeping them locked inside. Sometimes, just sitting with someone who listens can bring more comfort than you expect. Maybe it's your child, a grandchild, a close neighbor, or even a pastor. Let them in. Let them hear you. Because the more you share, the more you realize you are not alone. Others have walked this road before you, and many will walk it after you. And through it all, life continues to have meaning. You're still here, and you still have a voice. Use it. Speak. Share your story. Cry if you need to. Laugh when you remember the good times. Keep talking, because every word you release is a step toward healing. You may have lost your spouse, but you haven't lost yourself. There is still life to be lived, and joy to be found. It starts with letting yourself feel, letting yourself express, and knowing that your emotions matter. So go ahead, talk. The world is still listening. 3. Establish a daily routine for stability. I know this isn't easy. Waking up each morning, feeling the empty space beside you, wondering how to go on. But listen to me, my friend, routine is your anchor now. When life feels uncertain, when grief feels too heavy, a simple daily rhythm can bring you comfort, strength, and even joy. Start your mornings the same way each day. Maybe it's a warm cup of tea by the window, feeling the sun on your face. Maybe it's a short walk, breathing in fresh air, reminding yourself that you are still here, still alive. This isn't just about passing time, it's about reclaiming your days. Fill your hours with small but meaningful activities. Set a time to read, to stretch, to call a friend. Try something new, a hobby you've always wanted to explore, a skill you've never had time for. When you give yourself a sense of purpose each day, even in the smallest ways, your heart begins to heal. And don't forget, nourish your body too. Eat at regular times, cook something simple but good. Keep moving, even if it's just gentle stretches or a slow walk around the house. Your body needs care, and so does your mind. Some days will be harder than others. And that's okay. When grief knocks at your door, welcome it, sit with it for a moment, but don't let it keep you from living. Because you are still here. And your life still matters. So, set a rhythm that works for you. One that brings you peace, connection, and something to look forward to each day. With time, you'll find that each morning feels a little lighter, each night a little easier. Your story isn't over yet. You still have time to create something beautiful. Identify what gives you joy and meaning. Take a deep breath. I know the weight of silence can feel heavier than ever now. When you've spent a lifetime with someone, their absence isn't just about missing their presence, it's about rediscovering who you are without them. But let me tell you something, my friend, your life isn't over. It's changing, yes, but there is still so much joy waiting for you. Right now, you need to ask yourself, what truly brings me joy? What makes me feel alive? Maybe it's the sound of your grandchild's laughter. Maybe it's the smell of fresh coffee in the morning. Maybe it's the way the sun feels on your skin during a quiet walk. The things that bring you joy are still here, you just have to reach for them. I know it's hard. The first step always is. But start small. If music made you happy before, play your favorite songs again. If gardening once gave you peace, put your hands in the soil. If you love to paint, write, or even just sit in a park and watch the world go by, give yourself permission to do that. Your joy didn't leave with your spouse, it's waiting for you to notice it again. And here's something beautiful, joy isn't just found in the past, it can be created in new ways. Try something different. Take a class, join a group, volunteer. Speak to someone new. Your heart has room for fresh experiences, even now. You might feel guilty finding happiness again, but listen to me, loving life doesn't mean forgetting them. It means honoring them by living fully. They wouldn't want you to spend the rest of your days just existing. They would want you to smile, to laugh, to embrace life. So today, choose one small thing that makes your heart lighter. Do it for yourself. Do it for them. Do it because life is still calling you forward. And, my dear friend, you deserve to answer that call. 5. Volunteer or mentor others. One of the most powerful ways to heal is to give, to share your time, your knowledge, your kindness. There are children who need guidance, young people searching for direction, and communities longing for a helping hand. Imagine the joy of reading stories to children at a library, teaching life lessons to a teenager who lacks a grandparent's wisdom, or simply offering companionship to someone who feels just as alone as you do. This is not just about keeping busy, it's about purpose. It's about waking up with a reason to step outside, to connect, to laugh again. And let me tell you, when you give to others, you receive something priceless in return, a renewed sense of belonging, of being needed, of making a difference. Start small. Find a local community center, a church, or a school where your presence can brighten someone's day. Offer to mentor a young adult, teach a craft, or simply be there to listen. The world still needs you, and your story is far from over. You are not just surviving, you are living, and you are leaving a legacy. Keep going. Keep giving. There is so much more life ahead, waiting for you to embrace it. 6. Stay socially engaged. Staying socially engaged is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself right now. You see, we are not meant to go through life alone. Even now, at this stage, your presence matters. Your laughter, your wisdom, your companionship, it all still has a place in this world. I know it might feel easier to stay home, to avoid the empty seat at the dinner table, to keep to yourself. But I promise you, connection is the key to feeling alive again. Start small. Call an old friend just to hear a familiar voice. Join a local group, maybe a book club, a walking group, or even a senior center where conversations flow effortlessly. Say yes when your family invites you over. If you're able, volunteer at a place that needs your experience and kindness. Sometimes, the best way to heal is to help others heal, too. And don't be afraid to make new friends. It's never too late to share stories, to create laughter, to find companionship in unexpected places. Remember that Sunday afternoons playing cards with neighbors? Or those deep conversations over coffee? Those moments are still possible, you just have to open the door. So, my dear friend, don't let loneliness steal the years you still have ahead. Your life is not just about remembering the past, it's about creating new memories, too. Every sunrise is an invitation to connect, to share, to laugh. Take it. You still have so much life to live, and the world is waiting to share it with you. 7. Eat for longevity. Your body and mind still need you, and the best way to honor your years ahead is by taking care of yourself, starting with what you eat. Think of food as the fuel that keeps your engine running strong. Right now, your body craves nourishment, not just to survive, but to thrive. Fill your plate with foods that love you back, leafy greens to keep your brain sharp, nuts and olive oil to protect your heart, berries to fight aging, and fish and beans to keep your body strong. Every bite you take is a step toward a longer, healthier life. But be mindful, my friend. The world tempts us with easy meals, processed foods, sugar, things that may bring quick comfort but steal from our years. Instead, choose wisely. Your body has carried you through 7 decades, treat it with kindness. Drink water like it's your daily medicine, 6 to 8 glasses, every single day. Think of it as washing away the sadness, clearing the mind, and refreshing the soul. Start small. Maybe add a handful of walnuts to your breakfast or swap that soda for herbal tea. Little changes add up, and before you know it, you'll feel lighter, more energized, and ready to embrace the years ahead. You are not just living, you are living with purpose. So eat for strength, eat for joy, eat for the future you still have. Because you, my dear, still have life left to live. 8. Move every day to stay strong. I know the days can feel long now. The house is quieter, the routine different. But listen to me, your body was made to move, and movement is life. Every step you take is a step toward feeling stronger, healthier, and more alive. Start with a simple walk, just 30 minutes a day. Maybe it's around your block, maybe it's to the park where you once sat with your love. Walk and breathe in the world around you. Feel the sun on your skin, the breeze on your face. Let your mind wander, let your heart heal. And don't stop there. Stretch in the morning, your muscles need love, too. Reach up, reach down, feel your body awaken. Try gentle yoga or Tai Chi, movements that are as fluid as the years you've lived, full of wisdom and grace. It keeps you steady, keeps you strong. Your body is talking to you, whispering, keep going. I'm still here with you. The more you move, the more energy you'll have. The stiffness will ease, the aches will lessen. And soon, you'll notice something, you're standing taller, feeling lighter, living brighter. So, promise me this, don't sit too long, Don't let the weight of sorrow keep you still. Move every day. Walk, stretch, dance if you feel like it. Because life isn't just about the years behind you, it's about the moments still waiting ahead. And trust me, there are still so many beautiful ones left for you. 9. Get enough sleep and manage stress. I know the nights can feel the longest. You lie in bed, and the silence feels heavier than it ever did before. Memories flood your mind, the warmth of your spouse beside you, the gentle conversations before sleep. And now, it's just you, in the stillness. But listen to me, my dear friend, your body and mind need rest to heal. Sleep isn't just sleep, it's your body's way of restoring itself, giving you strength for the days ahead. When you don't sleep well, everything feels harder, the loneliness deepens, the days drag on, and even small tasks feel overwhelming. But when you rest well, you wake up with a little more energy, a little more hope, and a little more strength to embrace the life ahead of you. So tonight, don't just lie in bed waiting for sleep to come. Make it a peaceful ritual. Have a warm cup of tea, read a comforting book, or listen to soft music that soothes your heart. Try deep breathing, say a little prayer, and remind yourself that tomorrow is a new day, a gift still waiting to be unwrapped. And stress. I know it creeps in when you least expect it. Worries about the future, the loneliness, the uncertainty. But let me tell you something, the past is a beautiful chapter, but the story isn't over yet. You're still here, and that means life still has more to offer you. Find ways to ease your mind. Walk outside, feel the sun on your face, talk to an old friend, or start writing down your thoughts. Let the stress go, little by little, and make room for peace. You are not alone. Your life is still precious. And even though things are different now, you can still find rest, joy, and purpose. So tonight, sleep well. Tomorrow is waiting for you. 10. Expand your horizons and living fully. My dear friend, I know life feels different now. The person you shared everything with is no longer here, and that emptiness can feel overwhelming. But let me tell you something, your story is far from over. You still have so much to experience, so much to discover. Each day is a chance to learn something new. Read a book that sparks your imagination, take an online course that excites you, or maybe pick up a new language just for the joy of it. Learning keeps your mind sharp, your heart engaged, and your soul alive. Imagine waking up every morning excited to explore something new, whether it's listening to a fascinating podcast, visiting a museum, or watching a documentary that transports you to another world. Curiosity is the key to staying young, no matter your age. And why not step outside your routine and see new places? A short trip to the countryside, a weekend by the beach, or even a simple visit to a nearby town can refresh your spirit. If you're feeling adventurous, Group Travel for Seniors offers companionship, laughter, and stories to share. And even if you can't travel far, experiencing new cultures through food, music, and history brings the world to you. But the most important thing? Never stop setting goals. You need something to look forward to. Maybe start with a simple one, like walking 5,000 steps a day for a month. Or dream bigger, write that book you always wanted to, start a YouTube channel to share your wisdom, or build an online community where you connect with others like you. Your future is still yours to shape. So promise me this, don't just exist. Live. Laugh. Learn. And never stop moving forward. Because even after loss, life still holds so much beauty waiting for you to embrace it. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more insightful content.